What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are with the game Factorio, which I've played a decent bit of hours in the past. It's been a very long time. I think I played the last time I played, which is very even short, was like version 14, and again, I barely touched it. I think we actually tried a video series on it that didn't go along due to reasons, but here we are again. I'm going to be doing a solo series, rocking it, at least solo for now. I might change things later. I have messed with the settings a little bit to customize it to my liking a bit more. So popping in, if you haven't seen this game, it's kind of like a city builder, but you're also like kind of building a factory and trying to survive on like a planet. And I really don't know how else to explain it. It's pretty could be pretty harsh, but I'm going in and I'm bumping up the frequency of iron, copper, and crude oil. I'm leaving everything else at 100%, but popping them up to 150 just to make life a little easier. The size I'm going to 200% on iron, 150 on copper, and then 200% on crude oil, and then I bumped for everything. I bumped the richness up to 300 just because I prefer not to constantly be moving mines around, and I'm not very experienced with trains. I've never really used to use it, but I had a buddy who always did the train stuff, so that'll be a little bit of learning, and it'll make it so we don't have to rush into that so quickly. As far as terrain goes, I did bump and play around with water a bit, so I've made massive like oceans or lakes, which is kind of cool, and I believe our starting area is going to be somewhere in here-ish, which is cool because I'd end up liking to make this like a choke point as well as this, and then what else we have to do is defend that and use the water to help us out, and then at some point eventually we can clear out this whole island and block off here and like down here-ish, or maybe even out a little farther, who knows, but that'll give us a huge like area to defend in. Not worry about too much about biters because I'm actually not a huge fan of them. I think I'm going to leave trees default. I thought about turning it down a little bit because trees can get really annoying to clear, but hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. But again, that's just our main base, and then we'd be able to expand to other bases with trains and stuff as time goes on, depending on how long the series goes and how much you guys like it. If you guys like the idea of this and you guys know what Factorio is already, take a second, smack the like button, let me know. Like I said, I might pull in some people to come help. It probably won't be like permanent implementations of them, but I might bring people in for certain things to help out with stuff. I messed around with the enemies as far as actually my starting area, and I turned off their expansion, so they won't normally. They would go and make new bases, and I don't like that. I like to kill them and it to be over with. Clear out an area, take a base, and you clear. So I'm gonna play with that on, and then as far as advance goes, I don't think I mess with anything. No, definitely didn't mess with anything. But anyways, this is like a preview of what it's going to look like. I don't know if that means exactly what it looks like, but nonetheless, let's hop right in. Again, I haven't even warmed up to playing this. I know there's a ton of new, alt mode, ton of new stuff. Let's quickly do this. Yeah, the belts I know about, the boiler connectors I get, and I actually did watch like 2 videos to see the new ratios to stuff, at least the basic ratios to certain things. Like I do know how boilers work. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I will explain. This is going to be noob friendly as I am a noob. Well, kind of noob friendly because I might not know everything. Placing tiles, use the keypad. Okay, I really don't want to bore you guys on all this. I think I'm just going to close this. Repairing things, pumping things. Yeah, we can bring it up again if we need it. This is free play. Yep. The idea is basically to grow. Yeah, we're kind of right where we thought. And I believe this is exactly what it looks like. And that is insane that these are so close. Oh boy. Did I already mess up and not know the inventory? T is research. I think it'd be R, but I don't even know how to pull up my inventory. E. Who would have guessed? It's been so long since I've played one of these games. What does it start us with? A log? Okay. I know the recipes for a lot of this has changed. We're looking to get this going ASAP. We need some stone going to make more burner miners. So I think what we want to do at first, oh man, I'm gonna be sloppy at this for a while. Let's put a burner miner down here. We'll put this guy down here, and I think we're good. I still have this in my hand. Cool. We'll put this on iron. You can see off to the right here, right there, it shows how much iron we're going to be mining. So there's 800 in this one little block we're on, which is pretty cool. But if we do that, I don't actually have fuel for everything. Let's grab a little bit of fuel manually. Okay, let's right click. That I didn't even know. This will allow me to pop a little bit of fuel into both of these. Like I said, figuring out all the keys and shortcuts to things are going to be rough. I know like there's a way to split these. There is a way to split them. Don't really know exactly how, but that'll make some iron for us. Where is our stone at up here? We need to go get some stone, because if we get a little bit of stone going, we can get another one of these guys going. We need the iron for it too, which is why I put that down there first. But to make one of these, we need 5 stone. So keep that in mind. Again, those biters, or I call them biters, I didn't really explain them, but there's aliens on this planet basically. Little bug-like creatures that come and annoy you basically. Beat you up a little bit. We're going to be a little slow in the beginning of this. It looks like we're getting the nighttime already. I do know it's going to be dark at night on the video. I will do my best to solve that problem as soon as possible. So what is it? Right click? So Alt shows things. Alt right click took half. So Alt left click takes all, I believe. So I'm getting 2 of these made as soon as possible, and actually I should just wait till they're done. So then I don't need to do this. R is to rotate, of course. If I just put things here and we rotate this into each other, this is a little trick you can do. You can actually make them feed into each other, and they will make more than they produce, and they can store up to 50 a piece. So you let that go for a bit, and then all of a sudden you're starting to get all this coal. Actually, it'd be up here. Actually, no. It is that one. But again, ooh, so control normal click takes them, and then I've got to figure this out. So it's probably control right click. Yeah, control right click looks like, oh, maybe that only does 1 at a time. No, I think it split it. Sweet. I will figure this out. I will need more stone. That's the next thing we're going to get set up. We're going to get one set up here. Oh god, it's really dark, and I apologize, guys. There are lights in the game that we can end up getting. That is obviously something we will be getting to as soon as possible. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see all mode. What is this? I don't know what all this stuff is. Sure. Oh, so it's like stuff we'll probably unlock with the research. 5. We probably want to get 10 real quick so we don't have to come up here right away. We don't actually need to smelt this stuff. We just need to get it. And then make a box for it all to go in. Will kind of be the big deal. You can see this stuff crafting. Things do have a craft time. So that is something you kind of have to worry about. But it won't be a big problem. And then if I take this, I can then, again, control right click and then put half again. So then I would run a normal click there. And that would be an even split, relatively. I messed up a little bit on it, but you can see what I mean. So I've got a lot of iron, which is great. So we want to get probably 2 of those going, and then I need a little bit of wood. Again, trees are going to be something you'll need to clear out, but if you clear out too many trees, it can actually cause pollution, which I'm assuming is P. No, that's product. Well, this red on the map, which we are in a desert, so it's going to spread fast, to go get the biters, and the biters get mad, and will actually come destroy your stuff. It's really obnoxious, actually. So we don't have any big forests protecting us, which could be a problem. But shouldn't be a huge issue. So Q cancels. Okay. Boom. And then all I have is wood, so just take out the wood for now. And it should show, yeah, it should show that it's got stone in it, which is the idea. And then we run by and we collect things, which allows us to make the more things. Those are both good. I need to get more stone, actually. That's literally the next thing I need. And that's copper over there. I think on the map, you can see how much each has. So we actually don't have a ton in these resources. I mean, 1 million is a lot, but that's only, I think, what it shows. Like 2 million. I mean, it's a lot, but it could be more, I suppose. So what I want to do is probably limit. There you go. Drag probably to 4 stacks of that. I don't think we want more than that. I definitely want to at least get 1 more stone, which allows me to make 2 more of these. And then I think, what, we hit 1? Yeah, so I don't know how to get the row 2 necessarily. But if I do that, I can then rotate. And that only covers, actually, that only covers 47. It's not even really worth. We'll cover it later. Oops. That's like 400. That'll be okay for now. Come in here, Q, and then boom. Alt, right click, we'll just put it all in there. And that'll go. And you can end up building up more of these, which would be the idea. And you could chain, you know, an infinite amount as long as they're all always putting things into each other like that. It'll be good. We still need a lot more of these. We're going to need a lot of stone to get these going. Eventually, all this will be automated. And, like, that's the idea of the game, is to get automation. So then you don't... I really want to get, like, one more's worth. Cool. And that allows me to make one more of these and then technically place 2 of these. Iron's going to be really what holds us back as time goes on here, though. I'm just gonna throw these here for now, and we'll get better things going soon enough. So again, this won't split perfectly even, but they'll all get a little bit of something, which is nice. And we got a decent bit of iron here. We do want to get steam engines and boil stuff going, but we need stone for that. We're gonna need copper going. I want to at least get a little bit of copper. Let's bring some coal up here. We'll drop half of it in. It didn't even make any because I'm a scrub. I don't know if I need multiple ones of these. I'm probably going to do a bit of this off camera. These are going to probably be longer episodes as well than I normally would produce for a game, just because a lot goes on. If you guys want them to be shorter, let me know, but I think longer is really going to be the way to go. I'm clearing these out because we're going to build here. I mean, it's going to be a pretty prime spot to build. I think this is just stone. It is. These all need to kind of be out of the way. I'm not sure I want to format it yet. We're going to need quite a big area for... Oh, man, that pollution is spreading. That actually worries me a little bit. I don't think we need stone for anything else other than those. We can make some boilers. We're going to need a total of 20 of these and 40 of these to do the whole setup, which is obviously the ideal setup. And then, so they all don't get everything, but I don't think there's any way to do it perfectly. I just gave away all my copper, so you can see how that becomes a problem. So what I'm gonna do is do this, and then this, and we cancel, and we just rotate that around, and we dropped a little bit. I think F to pick up. Yeah, I think we got that. Cool. So that continues to do its thing. The idea now is to get a little bit of copper in here with obviously some coal in it. Just to get a bit going for us. The game starts off a bit slow, but I promise it does speed up. I'll probably do a bit of off-camera work. I think I was mentioning that just because I think it's needed to really get the game going. I mean, I'll explain everything that's done, and a lot of the big stuff we will do here together, obviously. But so you can right-click on things to produce 5, or normal click to produce 1 of things, just so you know as well. So we're gonna want 1, 2, and I'm gonna make all 4 of those. I actually want to spend... I'm going to get 2 right off the bat. I mean, we're going to rush into building the whole array as soon as we can, because I do find it kind of necessary. We'll need some power poles. We're going to need a lot of this stuff. We can actually make science packs, which is going to be needed to do research, and obviously like lights is big. I believe automation is the thing you want first, although logistics might be better, but they're both super cheap. We can actually, and I turned the thing on that allows you to queue them, which never was a thing before. So this automation is going to give me automators, basically, things to automate things, and bigger inserters, which I haven't even told you about inserters yet. And this just gives me new track pieces, which I guess also we really haven't done anything with because we haven't built any. So that's that. I think I just took this one's coal, so we'll give that back. Boom. Actually, don't know if I wanted to do that because I have Oh, I have 8 of these, so I don't think we need to right now. I don't like to be left with a ton of them, to be honest. I'm going to make these things called burner inserters, which basically insert things to themselves, but they're powered by coal. So we're going to be able to like automate that, which again, I'll explain when we can actually kind of do it. We're getting a little bit of copper stored up, which is sweet. We definitely want these. I think we're going to need to pretty much spend all of our iron on them. I took that one's fuel right before it used it, which is a little unfortunate. We're probably going to want more of these as well, but I like to work quickly out of using these miners and moving to electric miners very fast. I'm all for rushing it. I know a lot of people take a little bit of a slower approach. I don't actually know if these need these right now. We are getting a lot of iron. I feel like this is going really fast. We're almost 20 minutes in already. These are probably going to be closer to like 15-ish minute videos. I don't really know though. I have a hard time judging this type of thing. Alright, but we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's I'm gonna get some science packs making. Actually, no, I'm not. I need a underground pipe, and then I want to make like 10 of these first, and then I will get some science packs going. So for the research we have, we 10 for that one and 15 for that one. Actually, why does it say times 20 here? Well, that's units. So I think we need 20. No, it's just I think 15. That one's 10 and 10, and that one's 10 and 15. So I don't know how many it actually uses. It's kind of hard to tell. But we'll just do the 10 for now. We could do the other 15 as well, but we'll do those for now. And I want to kind of come down here and explain. So, yeah, again, don't know how to get to that, too. Oh, wow, you have a lot of these. I mean, I'm not really using the shortcut anyways. I'm clicking on them, but you can probably like make that your primary one somehow. Again, I don't really care to, but cool. So I'm thinking we just do power straight out here. I don't know how long 20 of them are, but it's definitely can't be that long. Like right from here, I think it'll be good to do it right from here. So we need something called an offshore pump. Boom. Which allows us to, we gotta wait for that to finish. Allows us to pump water out, and basically one of these pumps can supply up to, supply water with, because we're gonna be making steam basically, supply up to 20 of these boilers. And 20 of these boilers, or I should say each boiler, can support one steam engine. So, I don't know if this is actually gonna be enough room. I might do it on the bottom side of this. It's just, that's where it starts getting away from the base, and it's gonna kind of be a pain to defend and get to. Can we do it above? No, I think that's probably the best spot. Just shoot for here. As much as I don't like it, I think that's what I'm going to do. So right there. Boom. That'll line up all right. So what I like to start with is doing this underground one, giving a tad bit of space. I actually don't want to give a ton of space, which lets us walk through forever down here. So that is going to carry water underground. And then we're going to go straight into a boiler. I could even go down with now because they're going to hit into that. Basically, we're going to have to get 20 of these across. Wow. It's going to take up some space. It is going to take up some space. Again, each of these can connect up. And they're flashing that power because they don't have a power pole connected. And we're going to actually need these on our hotbar. Don't know if that's where I want them, but so I believe, yeah, that can reach to there. So that's going to be the idea, and then we have to leave a space, like with a normal pipe here, before we do more boilers. So then there's a space for these power poles every time. And basically we need 20 long, which will definitely fit before we get into that area. The only issue is I need to get these tracks, which this is going to be our first bit of automation, which carry items, which is pretty cool. So you can take like an item like wood, and I believe it's Q? No, that was do that? I don't know, actually. Oh, R rotates. I don't know. There's a way to drop them. Z, it's probably Z. It's kind of coming back to me. Yeah, Z, and you'll see them move across the belt, which is pretty cool, and you're going to have to pick things up. So the idea is going to be to mine coal onto this track, into these burner inserters, which, again, don't need power to work. They actually fuel themselves, which will then feed coal into this, which uses water and that coal to make steam in these steam engines. And that's how that works. This makes steam and puts steam into the engines, and that makes power, which we can then use for research, which we started learning, and we need to do this, and we should probably go do maintenance to everything. But I'm going to use the tracks I do have and run them back straight, because, again, I don't know exactly how long that's going to go. But we're going to go all the way back and then just straight up to the coal. And again, I'm pretty sure that it will fit without too much struggle. I might need to do a little bit of maneuvering around or something, but these have went this whole time, so that we're going to have an absolute ton of iron. We want to get one of those going. Full thing of coal to run around with. These ran out of coal, of course. So this, if I just do this. Oh, so you have more, it does split evenly. That's sweet. So I got those to split perfectly evenly, because we had enough to put 25 in them. I'm honestly gonna give that thing 50, because I really don't want to go up there again. Which does make it so these guys don't get as much, but by that I mean pretty much getting nothing this last couple. But hopefully they'll be alright for a bit. Again, we're gonna want probably at least 2 of those guys for now. Labs are pretty pricey to make, and then just a ton of these. And the idea is, like I said, going to be to run track down. Oh, I don't know how to get off the bar. Ooh. I have no idea how to get that off my bar. I'm gonna have to look into that, because I'm gonna just duplicate so much. Doesn't have anything in here that we can do, right? That's just a toggle alt mode. Can't do anything with those. I don't really know. I'll have to look into that. I don't really want to spend time on that, though. I'd like to get our first bit of research done this episode, at least. We can worry about getting the rest of this done, and I'll make sure I get the resources for it off camera. So what we're gonna probably do, let's run down from here, and it turns nicely. And they redid these graphics, because these things look pretty cool from the side. You can see them pretty neat. They're pretty cool. Like, you can see under the belt. I don't think you used to be able to do that. So I definitely still need more of those, which we can definitely make. I really don't like how both of these are there. Can't get rid of them. Not sure what to do. I don't want to look at the things with you guys, but what we can do real quick too, just to temporarily get this going, is we can take our 2 labs, hook them up to this. Did I bring coal back? I didn't. I meant to grab it when I was up there. Well, let's grab some coal, because we can hand feed them. So you can see that those have no power right now. But if we come up here to our trusty little coal miners, you can grab these and pop on down. Pretty easy peasy. Like I said, we'll produce power for us, and again, leaving this open, so if we need to run belts down there or anything, again, I think I saw in the preview, yeah, coal up here, actually it wasn't in the preview, it was there. We might always run coal bound from there to here or something, but if we come here, I'm afraid we are going to angry some biters soon. We don't have a lot of ammo, and I forget even how to shoot. But those will produce power, which gives these guys power, and I believe in production you can see, I don't actually see power in here. I don't know how to bring up power production. I'm gonna have to look at some of these. I'm remembering a lot of this now. I know we do half in here and the rest in there, and that's going to research automation. You see the thing going, which will unlock actual automation stuff. It gives us these assembly machines and long-handed inserters, which are like power inserters, which will actually get ones that are powered not by coal, but by power. But this is a fail-safe in case you ever run out of power. As long as there's coal in front of these, they'll feed themselves to then feed this. That'll run a long time on its own. I do need to run some power poles back. I'm actually going to spend everything I got because we went around the back. So you can click and do like click wherever you want them. So I got to add it right here. Or if you click and hold on the last one and you walk as far as you can, it'll auto place before you go, which is actually, funny enough, the perfect existence we need for this. So I'm just going to run these where they're going to need to go when we're done with the build anyways. All the way down. And it would technically land right there. So we're going to go on this side and then just run up. We're just trying to get power up to the coal mines, which we can move these around as needed. And that research is finished. That's what that noise was. So in on here, we now have the research stuff, or new stuff. We've got that, and then I think on this one we've got the longhand inserters, which we haven't actually made any of, but you get the idea. More concerned about getting this going than anything else. We can definitely check the copper, but I think the copper is fine. It looks to be. I really want to get this done. I don't think we need any more of those. I'm going to put these right here in the hotbar. That's where I want them to be. This hotbar is going to need to get reworked because this is going to make me mad. But I'll figure it out. Don't worry about commenting that. That's something I can figure out. And I didn't go back that far. But what I'd like to do is get a powered miner. Electric mining drill right here. Boom. And we'll actually make 2 of them. And we're going to add them to this. And those will be powered by this. And it'll technically feed itself. I'll probably make a bit of like these off camera. I don't know if they use 15 or 20. I'll make 20 to pay attention to how many it uses. I'm not really sure. I don't know which number it is. See, some times 10. I think that means 10 of them. Time needed to research 1 unit. No, I think it's 15 seconds to do 1. But I don't know why it's different. I don't know. Not really too concerned. For now, again, I'm just going to plop it there. I will rework that later. So this is where paying attention to how much you cover is really, really good. And these things actually cover 1 more than they're at. So you can see right here, we're not covering anything. But if I go up, we do cover that part that we're not technically on. There's a piece of wood under here. But you can also mine multiple things out. So you have to be careful of that because we don't want to pump iron down there. But if I put this, let's do this side first. We're going to pump on both sides of the belt. So that covers 12K. Or I can move it up and cover more. It's hard to tell exactly where the iron is. I'm going to put it right there. Covers quite a bit. And then put one on this side. And those will pump to each side of the belt. They're both in power range. And again, there is a way to pull up power production. I'll look into it for next episode. But you can see how much power is using. I'm sure if I click buttons, I'll guess it. Maybe not. Okay. B is blueprints. Oh, C swaps this. Not really sure though. Don't know why power is so hard to do. You can click on power poles. That works. But you can see right here. This is the menu. I don't know how to pull it up with the button, but if you click on a power pole, you can see it. Satisfaction and our production. So that's what we're using. So our satisfaction is 100% because we're nowhere close to using everything, and it shows that everything's using. So our mining drills are using up, does it actually say here? 90k watts. I guess. Does it say what each one does? Oh, they're 90 a piece? Yeah, they're 90 a piece. Sweet. But yeah, that goes down, and those will feed themselves and then feed that. We probably don't necessarily need 2 lines of this either, but it's just what I'm going to do because I might end up branching off of this coal line for other stuff. I tend to do that a bit. But anyways, I don't think we want to go too much farther than this. I'm going to get everything next episode probably on little miners like this most likely. But I've got to try to figure some stuff out. I'll try not to let the game run too much because I don't want to get pollution going, because once pollution starts spreading, I don't think they get mad about this pollution. I think it's a darker color that starts coming out while we're doing this stuff now. That's going to start angering them a little bit. We don't want those little bugs being angry at us. But I think we're going to wrap it up there, 30 minutes in. I'm not sure, like I said, how long these are generally going to be, but for now, 30 minutes I think is okay. And we get, like I said, we'll be able to automate red science, hopefully for next episode, actually, and get that going to where we don't need to worry about it. But I'm going to plan things out a little bit, and we will come back next episode. If you guys did enjoy this, you want to see more, please take a second, smack the like button. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.